Hello and good afternoon sa inyong lahat. Hello, Nichel. Kamusta?
Hi, Fitz. Thank you for having us here ulit. Nice to see you.
Yes, oo. So welcome sa mga nanonood sa atin today sa ating Usapang Perang. Again, it is a special episode kasi kasama na naman natin si Nichel and P-DEX because they are the, ano bang term sa inyo? You are the developers, tama ba?
Yeah, we're the technology partners.
Technology partner ng yung recently launched na Bonds.ph na app. So we will be talking about that today, and also we will be talking about P-DEX and cryptocurrencies kasi recently marami ring nag-uusap tungkol sa Ethereum in particular. So we will also be talking about that. So welcome sa mga nasa live stream natin ngayon, yan si Jay Martin sa YouTube and si Mark na nasa YouTube din. And of course, kung meron kayong tanong anytime, you can always use the live chat para i-type yung questions niyo and then sasagutin natin siya later. So, of course, I would like to formally welcome si Nichel. So, Nichel is actually the CEO and founder of P-DEX or the Philippine Digital Asset Exchange. So, for the benefit of the people na first time kang makita dito sa channel natin, Nichel, can you give a short intro about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So, as sabi nga ni Fitz, no, I'm the founder of P-DEX. Pero I think at heart, I was always an investor and a trader. So, bago nag-start ang P-DEX, nag-work ako sa HSBC. So, I was part of the trust department. And I guess that's where I really cultivated yung hilig ko sa pag-invest. And At the time, I also realized na investing is such a powerful tool, not just for individuals like us na nagtatrabaho, kumikita, at kailangan mag-ipon, but it's also very powerful for the country na tayong mga may naiipon na ibabalik natin sa economy yung mga naiipon natin to help businesses and the rest of the economy become more productive. So I started PDAX when I saw na ang daming nag-invest and nag-trade in cryptocurrencies. And we felt na kailangan merong organized na marketplace para mas efficient ang pag-trade at makukuha mo talaga yung best prices na available for cryptocurrencies.
Yes, so kung familiar kayo sa stock exchange, of course, that's where you buy and sell publicly listed companies in the Philippines. Meron din tayong PDAX, which is yung Philippine Digital Asset Exchange, na ito yung marketplace ng cryptocurrencies. And of course, there are other exchanges online, but I personally trust PDAX kasi syempre you have the regulations, you have the support of the Philippine government, diba, to do this kind of business in the country. And if you can browse through our past live streams and some of our videos, meron na tayong meron na tayong parang primer on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies na kausap natin si Sir Nichel. So if you guys are exploring or interested in a new type of financial industry, you would like to see if you can make money sa cryptocurrencies, then definitely I would like to invite all of you to sign up for PDAX. So just go to p-dex.ph and create a free account. And of course, pag magka-cash in kayo, meron tayong special promo na you will get a 30 peso rebate when you sign up and cash in at least 1,000 pesos on PDAX. Pero kailangan gamitin nyo yung referral code ko na FITZ, F-I-T-Z. Alright. So, of course, today, we are talking about Bonds.ph. No? So, later on, we can talk more about PDAX and cryptocurrencies. But right now, I'd like to explore naman itong recently launched na app, which is yung Bonds.ph. So, Nichel, can you tell us the story? Anong kinalaman ng PDAX sa Bonds.ph? Bakit kayo biglang naging technology partner ng Bureau of Treasury dito?
Actually, mahaba-habang kwentuhan yan, Fitz. But as we know kasi, blockchain technology is not just for cryptocurrencies. You can use blockchain technology for many, many things. And one thing that blockchain technology is good for is securities trading. Right now, nabanggit mo nga, like pag stocks, we go to the Philippine Stock Exchange. Pag bibili tayo ng bonds, normally we go through banks. Okay, so magbubukas ka ng account with the bank or ng trust account with the bank, and dun ka makakabili ng government securities like treasury bonds, treasury bills, and so forth. Now, historically, mahirap bumili ng treasury bonds and treasury bills kasi malalaki yung mga minimum requirements. So, minsan sa banko, hihingan ka ng 50,000 minimum, 100,000 minimum. Kaya karamihan sa mga investors, nagta-time deposit na lang kasi mas maikli and minsan mas mataas yung mas mataas yung rate. Pero normally, mas malaki ang interest sa treasury bonds and treasury bills. Kaya nga lang, kailangan ng malaking amount. So, fast forward ng konti, we felt na blockchain technology talaga can be used to make it cheaper, for banks and the Bureau of Treasury or the national government para magbenta ng government securities to the people. So, biglaan nga lang na siguro mga 6 weeks ago, nakausap namin yung Bureau of Treasury and they really felt na ngayong panahong ito, kailangan talaga natin ng way to buy bonds without going outside the house, without having to go to a bank or open an account. Kaya gawa nga nung naka-lockdown tayo. So, yun yung naging pasimuno ng Bonds.ph, and we launched this 2 days ago kasama ni DOF Secretary Dominguez and the rest of the Treasury team.
Yes, so ikwento ko lang yung nangyari sa akin last year kasi nag-offer yung government ng premium bonds. And yun nga it was one of the challenges na mag-invest doon kasi ako parang 3 times akong nagpabalik-balik doon sa bangko ko, doon sa branch ko kasi nung una nag-inquire ako, wala pa raw silang information about it. Tapos nung nag-invest ako, kailangan ko pabalikan yung mga requirements na kailangan ko i-submit, etc. So, hassle, no? And ako, personally, I'm very glad na meron ng app, no? And this is in partnership with Union Bank. So, I guess, Union Bank yung bank partner ng Bonds.ph, no? Tapos kayo yung nagpo-provide nung architecture or structure, tama ba?
That's correct. So, yung technology is provided by P-DEX. Tapos si Union Bank ang broker-dealer ng securities. So, effectively, pag bumili ka ng bonds sa bonds.ph, ang nagbebenta ng bonds sa'yo is Union Bank.
Mm-hmm. So, meron ka bang prepare na presentation if you can like walk through us dun sa app, no? And how they can use it or how does it look like, etc. Ako, dinownload ko na rin siya nung Thursday, 2 days ago, and I've actually created an account already. So, I'd like you to probably say a little bit more about the app itself.
Sige, sure. So, I'll just share my screen. I have a video of the whole account opening process na I'd like to show you guys.
Sige. Pakita natin. Do you have a presentation or are you just going to show the video to us?
I have a video. Ito, I'm sharing my screen.
Right.
Kita the bucket? Yeah.
Iyan, oo.
Okay.
Okay.
So, bale, you can download the Bonds.ph app from the Apple iOS App Store or Google Play Store, para sa mga Android users. And once you download the app, all you need to do is register an email address and
Nichel,
also
iwanan muna kita while you present?
Yes, sige, sure.
Okay lang, sige.
So pag download nyo, you can register an email address and also a mobile phone number. And once you register, may makakatanggap kayo ng email verification, which you just then click to verify that it's a valid email address. Pagpasok nyo sa loob, so I'll just play my video here. You're gonna see this dashboard, no? This dashboard. So, medyo maraming nakalagay lang na treasury bonds dyan, but actually the only bonds that are available for sale are the RTB24. So, you can ignore na lang the rest from this scheme. The first thing na kailangan gawin sa app is to undergo the account opening requirements. So, every time that we go to a bank, obviously we have to show them an ID, fill out some paperwork. All of that we can do na po through the app. Okay, so you click the account verification screen. Tapos meron tayong terms and conditions for the app, and then an account opening process with Union Bank, and filling out of some investor documents. So simple lang. After you read the terms and conditions, you can agree dito sa ilalim and then confirm. Okay. Next, you'll be asked to fill out your name, middle name, last name, etc. Now, these are the basic information na hinihingi ng BSP for anti-money laundering compliance purposes. And you're also going to input your address. Now, the app itself is available po globally, to OFWs and mga kababayan nating hindi nandito nakatira sa Pilipinas. But I think ang requirement lang po is that we input a Philippines address. So hindi po yung address natin in a foreign country. And then we're asked to indicate our employment details, a bit of our income information. Okay, ayan. Tapos, papa-upload na po tayo ng ID. So, primary ID po can be driver's license, passport, or multi-purpose ID. And then after nun, to make sure lang that, to make sure na tayo po talaga yung nag-open ng account, we'll also be asked for a selfie. So, magsa-selfie tayo kasama ng ID natin. Okay? Alright. Pagtapos po, we submit. Alright. Yan na po yung yan na po yung account opening process. Now, pag naka-open na po tayo ng account, what happens next is pwede na tayo mag-cash in. Okay? So, when you click cash in, pwede kayong pumili dito sa mga option na to. Pwedeng PesoNet or InstaPay if you're using a different bank. Pwede rin pong GCash or Paymaya. Pwede na rin naman pong Bitcoin, pero kailangan po mas malaki lang po yung minimum na ipasok. Okay, so for this example, let's select si GCash. Okay, so kunwari maglalagay tayo ng 5,000 pesos. Okay, click next, and then confirm. Ang susunod pong mangyayari is I will get an email confirmation from GCash and yung partner natin na si PayMongo to confirm na valid po yung transaction na ginawa natin. So, puntahan natin yung email inbox ko. Ayan. So, complete your cash in. Okay. So, I click pay now. All right. Makakatanggap, so i-input ko po yung phone number ko na nakalagay sa GCash, na naka-register sa GCash, and then I will get a confirmation number from GCash. Ayun, dumating na po yung text. Okay, so I input the code and then submit. All right. Confirm. Ngayon, babalik tayo sa app. Okay, so naka-receive ako ng confirmation from GCash na naibayad na yung 5,000. Pagdating ko sa app, refresh ko lang siya ng konti. And then yun, nandiyan na yung 5,000 pesos. Okay? Now, next na pwede kong gawin is pwede na ako bumili ng RTB24 or Retail Treasury Bonds 24. All I need to do is click itong buy. All right. And then I click on the bond, tapos I input how much I want to buy. Ngayon po, yung treasury, ang retail treasury bonds po, available po siya in 5,000 peso bite sizes. So, pwede tayong bumili ng 5,000, 10,000, or 15,000 pataas. Hindi po tayo makakabili ng anything na below 5,000 or anything na may konting butal, no? So once kunwari po, ito po, bibili po tayo ng 5,000 pesos worth of bonds. Okay? Kita lahat po ng details including the interest rate and also the taxes, etc. Wala pong fees ang pagbili ng retail treasury bonds. So makikita nyo na you're getting 5,000 in bonds. You're also being asked to pay lang po 5,000 pesos. After that, you confirm, and then yan na po. Nakabili na po tayo ng retail treasury bonds. So, Fitz, medyo madali lang siya. Now, I think given lang po yung volume that we've been experiencing over the past couple of days from people who are signing up, medyo matagal mag-review ng KYC documents. But hopefully po we're able to help everyone make this process a little easier.
Ayun, sorry. Pasensya na, na-mute ko pala yung aking mic. So, ayan, no. So, I'd like to show you my app din, no. So, ito yung Bonds.ph na apps na kasi naka-iOS ako. So, I'll open it. So, yun nga sabi ni Nichel kanina, RTB24 pa lang yung available. But tama Nichel, no, once more government bonds becomes available, makikita ko na siya dito. And I don't have to go through the process of applying again and again dun sa branch ko. Lahat nandito na sa app na to, no?
So, yun po yung plan. So, this particular RTB24, ito po yung pilot natin to see if it works, kung gusto ba siyang gamitin ng mga tao. And then eventually, hopefully, nandito na rin makikita yung iba pang mga treasury bonds.
Oo, ako excited ako kasi madalas din ako maglagay sa mga bonds kasi of course it's a low risk investment that provides cash flow kasi fixed income siya. So right now ito yung available, yung RTB24 which is 2.625% per annum na magbibigay ng quarterly dividends or interest payments. And pag nagbayad sila ng interest payments, papasok na rin siya dito mismo sa Bonds.ph account ko, 'di ba? So hindi ko na kailangan pumunta pa sa branch, and of course, I can just click yung cash out. So pwede ko siyang i-transfer sa Paymaya ko, sa PesoNet, sa InstaPay. And guys, kung meron kayong P-DEX account, tapos meron kayong Bitcoin doon, nakita ko dito sa cash in, pwede pala yung Bitcoin, no? So you can actually use yung Bitcoin ninyo to invest sa retail treasury bonds. So ayan, no, so you just have to register and log in sa trade.pdax.ph. So if you want to use yung Bitcoin ninyo to invest dito sa retail treasury bonds. So this is actually a very convenient way to invest in treasury bonds, no? And of course, one of the questions that people ask is, bakit kami mag-i-invest sa retail treasury bonds? 2.625% lang yung interest niya per annum. And what I tell people is that, of course, may mga investments that can give you higher interest or higher returns. Pero kasi, it's not about the amount of return that you will get, but how it fits sa iyong financial goals, no? Ano ba yung gusto mong mangyari? Ano ba yung gusto mong marating, or gaano ba kalaki yung gusto mong growth ng pera mo versus sa risk na i-expose mo, no? So of course, traditionally the stock market will be earning a lot more. It can earn like 20+% per year. But of course, the stock market is high risk. Kung i-compare mo siya sa bonds na very low risk, yun nga lang, syempre, pag low risk, low returns din. But if you just have money na hindi mo gagamitin for 5 years, tapos hindi mo naman siya kailangan palaguin ng sobrang laki. Ang sinasabi ko example dyan is, meron akong 1 million pesos na gusto ko lang itago kasi gagamitin ko yung 1 million pesos 5 years from now. Ayoko siyang ilagay sa isang savings account lang. Ayoko siyang ilagay lang sa time deposit kasi mababa yung pwede niyang i-gain. So I might as well put it here na 2.625% per annum yung pwede niyang i-gain versus sa 1% lang ng time deposit or yung 0.5% lang ng ordinary savings account. And alam mo, Nichel, merong nagsabi sa akin na yung Pag-ibig MP2, mas malaki daw yung binibigay niya, mga 6%, 6 to 7%. But I tell them that that is true, but dividends kasi yung kinikita mo sa Pag-ibig MP2. So, hindi rin sigurado yung 6 to 7%. Pwede nilang ibaba pa yon, pwede rin nilang hindi sila magbigay kasi kung hindi masyadong kumita yung Pag-ibig Fund because of the pandemic, di sila masyado nakapaningil. So, hindi siya sigurado, although it is higher. Unlike itong mga government bonds, 'di ba? These are guaranteed or backed by the government. So, siguradong marireceive mo, tama, Nichel, no?
Yes, that's right. Actually, maganda yung point mo, Fitz, no? Because in finance talaga, nothing comes for free, eh. Yung mga malalaking interest rates, they all come with higher risks. Kaya,
Mm.
I think it's a very good investment na you have this bond na virtually walang risk because ano man mangyari, babayaran ka ng government pag bumili ka ng government bonds. And yet you're getting something na higher than your normal time deposit. Kasi mga time deposit now, Fitz, I'm not sure kung nasan, pero siguro mga 1% or maybe,
Yes.
yeah, around that. Yeah.
Actually, ano siya, parang it starts at 0.75% to 1%. Kung gusto
Mm.
mong makakuha ng time deposit na tipong 4% per annum, kailangan mga 10 milyon yung ilalagay mo. So sabi ko, 10 milyon, kung may 10 milyon ako, hindi ko siya ilalagay sa time deposit. Siguro, magtatayo ako ng negosyo, di ba? So, alam mo
That's
yun,
right.
um,
Saka ano rin pala, Fitz, you don't need to lock your money here sa Bonds.ph app no, for 5 years. 5 years yung term ng bond, pero pwede mo rin siyang ibenta. So,
mm,
once, may secondary market. Kumbaga, pag gusto mong ilabas yung money mo, for example, 1 or 2 years into the bond, through the app, pwede mo rin siyang ibenta pabalik kay Union Bank.
oh, that's something that I learned just now kasi when you buy bonds sa bank, more or less para kang nag-time deposit doon, hindi mo makukuha yung pera mo. But through the app, it is possible to sell your bonds in the secondary market. So again, very convenient and something that actually removes one of the hesitation sa mga tao na, naku, 5 years na nakalock yung pera ko, parang hindi ako sigurado. So you're now saying that there will be a feature for you in the app na pwede mong ibenta yung bonds mo sa secondary market if you need money within those 5 years na hindi pa nagmamature yung bond mo. Tama?
Correct. That's right.
Wow.
Pero syempre, like any bond or stock na binebenta sa secondary market, nagpa-fluctuate yung price niya. Pero gaya nga nung sinabi natin earlier, because this is a treasury bond, we don't expect yung price niya to
To be
fluctuate so
volatile.
much. Correct.
Yeah. So, nung nag-sign up ako sa Bonds.ph app, parang I went through the process of application, signing up, and verification. And wala naman akong account sa Union Bank. So, hindi required na meron kang bank account sa Union Bank. Tama?
Tama po, hindi po required na magkaroon ng Union Bank account or actually any bank account. So for
Mm-mm.
example, kung walang banko where you currently live in, you can always go to a money center and then pay into a GCash wallet, alright? Kahit sa 7-Eleven, kaya mong loadan yung GCash wallet mo. And then through that wallet, mag-transfer ka ng funds to the Bonds.ph app. So you don't need a bank account po to be a holder of the RTB24.
Mm. And which is something that I also like kasi meron tayong yung advocacy ng financial inclusion. So we have OFWs and we have also mga Filipinos na nakatira sa mga liblib na lugar, malalayo sila, walang bangko na accessible sa kanila. But meron silang cellphone, 'di ba? So now we can now encourage itong mga kababayan natin na mag-invest. I've actually met mga farmers in the provinces na tipong yung pera nila nasa bangko lang, nasa rural bank lang nila yung pera na naiipon nila. So now they have an option to, number one, diversify, number two, earn a little bit more than what they usually get as interest dun sa sarili nilang bangko. Yeah. So this is a really very good news para sa mga investors sa bansa natin and also sa mga OFWs. So I guess at this point, we would like to invite yung mga nanonood sa atin. Ayan, ako 54,000 people na nanonood to ask your questions about Bonds.ph. And also, if you have other questions about cryptocurrencies, PDAX, and yung all of this Ethereum news na nababasa nyo, then you can ask it sa ating live chat. But before anything else, I'd like to recognize si Ate Udeng. Ayan. So, nung nagpadala ng 50 pesos sa atin, sabi niya, thank you for ceaselessly educating us. So, meron kasi tayong super chat at saka super sticker sa YouTube channel natin. So, we are simultaneously live streaming sa YouTube at saka sa Facebook page natin. Tapos yung mga nanonood sa atin sa YouTube, ayan, they have the option na magpadala ng ayuda sa channel natin. So thank you very much, Ate Udeng, for the 50 pesos na super chat na binigay ninyo. So ayun, siguro we will tawag dito, answer some of the questions that are some of the comments that are here sa chat natin, no? Ito, may concern si Ate Udeng. I think this is related to what you said earlier. So, nag-error message daw siya, hindi compatible sa phone niya ang app. Realme, Oppo, at Samsung ang devices niya. What can you say about this?
Right. I think we'll look into it po, no? Pero as long as you have an Android phone, you should be able to use it. But alamin natin po bakit hindi po siya gumagana sa device nyo. Please feel free to email us po sa bonds.ph at unionbankph.com for concerns.
Ano ulit yung email address?
Bonds.ph
at
unionbankph.com.
Yan. So, pwede sila mag-email dito for technical support about the app. Okay?
So actually, yeah, it's also possible na you can update to the latest na version ng Android. Minsan that prevents you from installing. Yeah.
Okay. So, ito may sinasabi si Ate Dulcie. May sinabi bang verification period ang Union Bank? Nag-download at verification process ako nung Thursday night. No response yet from Union Bank to give me the go signal to cash in.
Ate Udeng, we'd like to apologize po for the inconvenience because when we launched this application, biglang nagdagsaan po ng users. And I think right now meron pong backlog na hindi pa po na-verify. But rest assured po na everyone is working double time para ma-verify po lahat ng users. If hindi po sa Monday, then maybe sa Tuesday po, baka na-verify na yung account.
Alright, hanggang kailan yung yung RTB24? Hanggang kailan yung offer period niya? I think matagal pa naman hanggang August 7 yata.
Yan. That's correct. So August 7 pa naman po. Yep.
Alright. So may tanong si Robert, no? Tama po ba incremental of 5,000? Hindi pwedeng 6,000? So 5,000 lang, no?
Yes, sir.
Bakit kaya 5,000? Sana 1,000.
So actually, Fitz, I think goal talaga ng Bureau of Treasury na pababain yung minimum, no, para mas marami pong maka-invest. I think over the past many years, 5,000 yung amount na kayang i-service ng bangko na medyo viable, no, kasi minsan pag 100 lang and then or 50 pesos lang na investment tapos ang daming papeles, parang hindi worth it. But because yun nga, we're really trying to use blockchain technology to make it cheaper for everyone. hopefully, eventually, we can have smaller denominations.
Yes, wag silang mag-alala, no. Of course, we just launched this app, and of course through the next several months probably we will be seeing a lot of improvements, not just in the app itself but also yung mga terms and conditions with the mga parating na mga bonds, kasi itong mga RTB24, it's just the first bond. And personally, ako last year nag-invest ako dun sa Premium Bonds. So it's just a 1-year term bond. So pag nag-mature siya sa December, probably, alam mo yon, if they are going to offer it again, yung Premium Bonds, I don't have to go to my bank anymore na napakalayo at mahaba yung pila. I can renew dun sa app na rin itself, no? And that's what I'm actually that's what I'm excited about din talaga, yung convenience at saka yung accessibility ng mag-invest sa bonds, no? Yun.
Ang Premio Bonds actually has a 500 peso ticket size, no? So,
Yes, minimum.
yeah, correct.
So that's a sign, no, if kung ikakarga nila yung Premium Bonds sa app by December, probably mas maliit na magiging 500 pesos na rin yung minimum na investment doon, no. So basta ang message na gusto nating iparating sa mga nanonood ngayon is i-download nyo na yung app, tapos have your account verified para kapag meron kayong nakitang bond, may nagkaroon ng bond offering na maganda, then alam mo yon, ready na kagad kayo mag-invest. Kasi yung Premium Bonds, that was 4% per annum. So malaki-laki siya. And of course, merong offer period ang bonds. Pag after ng offer period, hindi ka na makapag-invest. May mga kakilala ako na late na nila nalaman na merong Premium Bonds. So hindi sila nakapag-invest. So it's the same thing. I-download nyo na nga yung app. Ayusin nyo na yung account niyo, ipa-verify nyo na kagad yung account niyo para anytime na may biglang i-offer na bonds na maganda yung interest rate, alam mo yun, makakapag-invest kagad kayo. Yun yung gusto kong ma-realize ng mga nanonood sa atin ngayon. Kasi may mga nadi-discourage na, ayan, lit lang ng 2.6%. So, it doesn't matter kung maliit. Wag ka mag-invest doon, but at least you are already prepared. If there's a better opportunity that comes, naka-install na yung app mo, alam mo yun, i-click mo na lang siya, nakapag-invest ka na kagad. Yan. So may comment si John Meller, no? Very fast, tapos na akong mag-register from Qatar. So,
Wow.
Nichel, wala tong ano, no? Wala silang, wala tong parang kailangan nasa Pilipinas ka, no? So even OFWs. Ano lang yung sinabi mong requirement kanina, kailangan meron silang...
Ang requirement po is that you're a Filipino and that you have a Philippines address. Hindi po kailangang nakatira sa Pilipinas. Pwede pong nagtatrabaho abroad, but yeah, you just need po a Philippines address.
All right. So sabi ni IMRVGL, yung interest po ba na ibibigay pwede i-reinvest ulit, like compounding ng interest, and fixed interest po ba yon for entire years? Ayan. So I think pwede, no, kasi yung quarterly payments papasok din yun dun sa wallet mo within the Bonds.ph app. Tapos kapag na ipon ulit yon ng 5,000, tapos merong bond offering na available, pwede mo siya ulit i-reinvest. Tama ba, Nichel?
I think yung idea is yes, in the future, pagka nag-earn ka ng coupon interest payments every quarter, mapupunta lang yung cash na yun sa wallet. You can withdraw that from the wallet if you want, or pwede mo siyang iwan doon for another bond issuance. Kaya nga lang ho, yung minimum incremental size po for the RTB24 is 5,000 pesos. Maybe eventually magkakaroon din tayo ng bonds na pwedeng 6,000 or pwedeng butal-butal ng konti.
And ang tanong niya na fixed interest po ba yan for entire years? Yes, no? 2.625%
per year
for 5 years, no? Sure yan, hindi yan magbabago or hindi yan bigla mawawala. And ang assurance natin dito, of course, because it is a government bond, yung Philippine government ang backer natin dito na sila yung nagpa-promise sa bibigyan nila tayo ng 2.625% per annum, quarterly, divided quarterly. Tama, no?
That's right. That's right.
All right. So, siguro I'd like to take this opportunity to also talk about PDAX kasi of course you're the ones behind the technology, and in particular recently naging matunog, Nichel, yung Ethereum. Siguro my first question para sa mga nanonood sa atin is, ano ba yung Ethereum? How is it different from Bitcoin?
Mhm. That's a great question. No? I think dati dinescribe ko yung Bitcoin as electronic money na decentralized, na kumbaga walang may isang party that can control the records of Bitcoin. Um, Ngayon, si Ethereum it goes a step further. Okay? Kasi si Bitcoin, yung records ni Bitcoin only keeps track of how much Bitcoin you have, how much Bitcoin Fitz has, or how much Bitcoin another person has, and it allows us to transfer Bitcoin to one another. That's all Bitcoin does. Pero sa Ethereum, you can actually create programs or ang tinatawag na smart contracts that can execute by itself using Ethereum. So, magandang example niyan is, for example, pwede tayo mag-create ng bond, right? Using the Ethereum network. And yung bond na yun, naka-schedule na. Every quarter, it will pay interest. Or after 5 years, bigla na siyang magmamature and then babalik na yung cash sa'yo. Without any more of the manual processes that often make it difficult for people. Ethereum is very powerful in the sense na maraming applications pwede i-create onto Ethereum. I think the unfortunate thing about Ethereum or the rise of Ethereum is that it also it also attracted a lot of scammers, a lot of mga bad actors na gusto mag take advantage of people who want to invest in tokens. So I don't know if you're everyone's familiar, pero since 2017 ang daming mga ICO na hindi naman talaga credible. And I think ang SEC natin, ano na rin siya, like very alert na rin and would often give out advisories against tokens or ICOs na hindi pa naka-register sa SEC. So I think for the next few years, we will still unfortunately see people na trying to scam good investors through an Ethereum na platform. But I think it's really on us to take care of ourselves. It's too good to be true. Malamang it's not true. And be very mindful about what we invest in.
Mm-hmm. And it's also important to understand kung saan ka naglalagay ng pera, no? So if you're going to invest in Ethereum, then it's always best to have at least understand yung basics ng cryptocurrencies, ano ba ito, how does it work, so that alam mo yun, if something happens, hindi mo tatanungin yung sarili mo na bakit ganun yung nangyari. And of course, when you get confused, that's the tendency na magkakaroon ka na you will commit mistakes and lose money. So, of course, it's always essential to understand where you're putting money in. And I'm glad that actually you're here kasi a lot of people are talking about yung Forsage, no? And a lot of the people that I've talked to, they're all defending yung Ethereum and yung smart contracts and how it is a secure network, okay yung architecture niya and all. And one of the points that I raised with them is, ayun, nawala yata ayan. So one of the points that I raised
Ayun.
with, one of the points that I raised with the people who put money in Ethereum Forsage is, I don't have any question dun sa security ng pera nila. And you've said earlier yung smart contracts, parang they can automate na yung nangyayari sa pera nila, no? So, I don't have any questions about that. I'm very sure na nababayaran sila, kumikita sila doon. But what I don't like about the Forsage business model is it's still a Ponzi scheme, no? A pyramid scheme kasi the money is coming from people who is joining the network. You are not selling any product. And of course, Ethereum itself, it's not a product, it's a currency. Parang binibenta mo yung pera, so which is doesn't really make a lot of sense, no? So I guess that's what my opinion is pagdating din sa mga Ethereum Forsage. And also I'm sure you've encountered, Nichel, no, mga past scams na ginagamit din yung cryptocurrency platform or architecture. So thank you for sharing yung ano, no, yung mga yung ano yung difference ng Ethereum sa Bitcoin. And of course, ano ba yung mga cryptocurrencies na available sa PDAX bukod
Sa
sa Ethereum
P-
and Bitcoin niya?
Sa PDAX, you can also buy and sell Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, saka XRP. Eventually, we want to add more tokens, but I think right now yung process namin in reviewing tokens for listing is a little rigorous. So, but we want to add more tokens also.
All right. So we have an interesting question kay Wency, no? Ito. Hi Sir Fitz, I'm already trading crypto in eToro. Is it redundant to open a PDAX account? Thanks in advance. So, what do you say about this, Nichel?
Right. So I think depends on your primary primary use for cryptocurrencies. Sa eToro, I think a lot of yung cryptocurrencies that you can get there are on contracts for difference
Yes,
or
CFDs.
meaning you don't actually own the cryptocurrency. Ang ginagawa lang ni eToro is, okay, pumasok ka at kunwari 5,000 pesos per Bitcoin. Ililista ko yan. Okay, si Fitz pumasok at 5,000. And then pag umakyat, then si eToro may utang sa'yo na let's say umakyat ng 9,000, then ang utang ko sa'yo is now 9,000. Now, CFDs are very common in the world of finance. This is not scammy, hindi to shady. However, the reason why cryptocurrencies are very powerful is because you can own it yourself. Okay, you can take it out of the exchange and own it yourself. I think a lot of trading platforms, hindi mo kasi alam sometimes if meron ba talaga sila nung binili ko, right? So if for example, bumili ako ng Bitcoin sa eToro, how do I know na meron talagang Bitcoin na hinahawakan si eToro? That's for me. Okay? So that I think is the concern. So
Main difference din, oo.
yeah, that's the main difference. And of course, sa PDAX, everything is traded against the Philippine peso. So you will always have that. You'll always have that ability. If you need to sell your Bitcoin, you can get it in Philippine pesos today.
Mm-hmm. So, depende sa financial goals niya or ano yung balak niyang gawin, no? But at the end of the day, if you want to own the actual cryptocurrency, not just Bitcoin, but the tokens that you mentioned earlier, yung Ripple, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, you can only own the actual token inside PDAX kasi yung mga platforms such as eToro, they work with yung CFDs or contracts for difference, no? So again, wala namang better than the other. It all depends on ano ba yung plano mong gawin, right, no? So may tanong si JP Pop. So hi Sir Fitz, in terms of fees, is PDAX the best choice to buy Bitcoin in the Philippines or is it the same with Bonds.ph? Ano masasabi mo rito, Nichel?
I think sa PDAX, what we really try to do is make sure na the price na you see is the best price available for you. I think yung pinaka naging difference ng PDAX and Coins.ph is sa Coins.ph, you deal with the company. So sometimes depending on how much inventory they have of Bitcoin or Ether, na-affect how they price the Bitcoin or Ether. Pero sa PDAX, pag nag-place ka ng order, yung order na nilagay mo, malalagay yan sa order book. You can see it there displayed publicly. And pag bumili ka naman, you will always get the best price that's listed there. So I think ultimately, if you make a comparison, you should be able to get better pricing sa PDAX than other exchanges, especially if Philippine peso ang gagamitin mo.
Ako no, what I would say is create an account with PDAX. Libre naman, 'di ba? Then if bibili sila ng Bitcoin, mag-login siya sa coins.ph account niya, tsaka sa pdax.ph, and then you will have an actual comparison kung saan mas mura. But if I will use an analogy, if you buy sa coins.ph, it's like parang bibili ako ng bibili ako ng bigas. Tapos meron akong alam na tindahan na mura, so doon ako bibili. But I will not be able to dictate kung magkano yung price kasi kung ano yung presyong binibenta nung tindahan, yun yung bibilhin ko. Ang alam ko lang, in general, mura siya. But if we go to PDAX, which is an exchange, it's like me going to the palengke, tapos isisigaw ko doon sa palengke na gusto kong bumili ng bigas na ganitong presyo, may nagbibenta ba ng ganitong presyo dito, di ba? So, you are the one who will dictate the price. Gusto kong bumili ng bigas at 30 pesos per kilo. Meron bang gusto magbenta sa akin? So, alam mo 'yon, isisigaw mo siya doon sa palengke. So, that's the main difference, no? So, again, if you really want to have the best value for your money, then create an account with PDAX and also create an account with coins.ph and then see for yourself kung saan mas mura. But sa akin, ang main advantage ng PDAX is ikaw kasi magdidictate ng presyo mo. So you can just, again, post an order na gusto kong bumili ng Bitcoin at this price. And then you just have to wait kung merong mag-a-agree sa'yo at bebentahan ka nung Bitcoin at that price. And sometimes, you'll never know. Minsan may mga iba dyan na, alam mo yun, ay gusto ko na ibenta tong Bitcoin ko. So, they're not really that concerned about the price na binibenta nila. Basta merong gustong bumili, ibibenta nila sila. And you'll be surprised. Uy, okay merong merong nagbenta sa akin ng mura. So, that's I guess that's the main advantage of doing this on PDAX. And of course, you will be assured na you're actually getting Bitcoin when you buy Bitcoin in PDAX, no? It's not just a CFD. So for some people, they want that assurance na I am getting what I am actually buying. Kasi alam mo yun, baka mamaya meron silang gustong bilhin sa isang website na online who only accepts Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies do. So at least 'di ba, meron ka talagang actual wallet ng Bitcoin na pwede mong gamitin, no? 'Yon. Yeah, so sabi ni JP, got it. Great analysis, Sir Fitz. Thank you, Mr. Nichel, for answering. Okay. So meron tanong si Mark. I think this is related sa bonds, no? Tax-free din po ba yung bonds.ph? Well, actually hindi siya tax-free. Meron siyang 20% withholding, no? Tama, Nichel.
Yeah, that's correct. Mm-hmm.
So, yung 2.625% per annum, yung current offering ng bonds ng RTB 24, ang effective interest niya yata is 2.1%. So, merong 20% na withholding. And pwede silang pumunta sa website ng Bureau of Treasury. Meron dong calculator eh. So, makikita mo kung magkano yung net na makukuha mo. Ayan. So, of course, again, it's always good to ask these questions kasi minsan nagkakaroon tayo ng false expectations na feeling mo ganito kalaki yung marireceive mo tapos yung pala may tax maliit tapos sasabihin mo scam kasi hindi ko nakuha yung buong 2.625%. So, yon, merong tax siya 20% na ibabawas dun sa earnings. Hindi naman ibabawas dun sa buong pera mo, no? So it is computed against the earnings. Ayan. So ito, may tanong si Mark, may chance ba na mabebenta ko yung bond sa lower price kapag kinuha ko yung principal amount within less than 5 years?
Yes, may chance. However, because pag binenta mo yung bond mo, let's say bumili ka today, binenta mo next year, okay? Next year, meron pang 4 years left yung bond mo before maturity. And dun sa 4 years na yun, yung bond mo, kikita pa yan ng interest, right? So, at the time na you sell your bond 1 year from now, yung price nun will include what you would have foregone. Okay? Pag pinaprice mo yung bond kasi, today, it's worth all the cash flows na kasunod. But there will be times na lalo na pag mataas ang interest rates, na yung bond mo might be sold at a lower price than yung 5,000 na ipinasok mo. Nangyayari po 'yon, pero typically for a treasury instrument, okay, hindi siya nagfa-fluctuate that much.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So, if you keep yung bonds na binili mo ngayon, of course that's the yung primary bond na inoffer, hindi magbabago yung interest niya, okay? So ngayon, if you take your bond to the secondary market, of course, meron ng a little bit of volatility. So it is possible na mabenta mo siya ng lower, but it is also possible na mabenta mo siya ng higher. So it's something that you can monitor for yourself if you want to, if you want to trade. And actually parang nakita ko yun na in-announce din ng Bureau of Treasury, yung mga bumili ng bonds last year or several years ago na magma-mature this year, parang they have the option to parang trade yung bonds na binili nila dati to sa bago ngayon na offering ng RTB24. So para sa akin, very exciting to. Ang important is you have access to it right now. You may not have plans of investing today, but at least, alam mo yon, ready ka na. Kasi I've always believed that, alam mo yon, success is when luck meets opportunity, preparation. Yeah. So, alam mo yon, at least handa ka na when you see a good opportunity, prepared ka na mag-act, no? So that's something that all of us should remember during these times kasi very unpredictable and traditionally yung stock market, 'di ba? Ano siya? Inversely correlated siya sa bond market. So right now the stock market is, I would say, sideways. So if ever, of course, the pandemic goes on and the stocks goes down, you can expect that future bond offerings would go up kasi usually ganun naman yung nangyayari. So at least, 'di ba, again, if in case you have stock market investments and you want to hedge against the volatility of the stock market, then you can hedge it by investing in bonds, no? So that's something. Actually, pag bumili ka nga ng mga balance funds, 'di ba? Usually it's stocks and bonds na combination. But again, yung mix ng bonds and stocks, wala kang control over that kasi yung fund manager nung balance fund yung may say doon. So if you want to be more hands-on with the mix of your investment portfolio, then you can invest directly in stocks, and now through the Bonds.ph app, you can invest directly in bonds. So mas may control ka dun sa mix ng iyong investment portfolio. Yan. All right. So, guys, meron pa ba kayong mga tanong? Nako, 1 hour na pala tayo, Nichel, no? Hindi natin namalayan. So, siguro I'd like to ask, what are the future plans of PDAX, and may mga parating pa ba kayong projects? Kasi ako, na-surprise ako dito sa Bonds.ph na, uy, meron ano pala to, no? Develop pala to ng PDAX. Or is there anything in the pipeline for PDAX in the next few months?
Yes, actually, Fits were see PDAX really wants to make investing accessible for everyone. So all of our projects right now are geared towards uh, applying blockchain technology in order to deliver something very similar to itong RTB24 through the Bonds.ph app. Um, so over the next few months, you should see you should see some others na in the pipeline now we're working on. But rest assured na I think this particular app does not stop here. There will be other bonds or even other assets na we can make available through this mobile platform.
Mm. So ayun, no, if they don't have any more questions, then we can probably wrap up this live stream today. So again, if you need parang technical support regarding the use of the app, they can email bonds.ph@unionbankph.com. But of course, since this is just launched, alam mo yun, minsan may traffic pa yung verification, alam mo yun. And I guess they have a roadshow, eh, di ba? Meron siyang virtual roadshow na gagawin, yung Bureau of Treasury. So, we will be expecting more people signing up. So, siguro bago pa man sila mag-roadshow, i-download na nila ngayon, no?
That's right. That's right. The Bureau of Treasury is really gonna start promoting the RTB24, and I think one thing then for me, as somebody who was part of the working group to help the Bureau of Treasury and also Union Bank make this accessible. I feel I feel na we're living in very strange times. Gawa nitong pandemic and also the difficulties na we're going through as a country. And lagi ko naaalala yung World War II. The reason why napondohan yung World War II ng US government was because ordinary citizens were buying war bonds, right? I think 83 or 85% ng population bought war bonds. And when I think about our country, ever since this started, lahat naman tayo gustong tumulong eh, right? Like we all donate to PPEs for our frontliners. We donate wherever we can. Um, this is a probably a more powerful form of helping because while you're giving away some cash, you expect to get it back one day, right? With a low risk na interest rate. Pero nakatulong ka pa. So that's yun yung kagandahan ng bonds.ph. It's really a bayanihan effort.
Mm-hmm. No, thank you for sharing that. No, and I would agree. No, it's at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's not just about the money, but also ano yung naging purpose nung money na ininvest mo. So in this case, if you invest in bonds.ph, it goes to the government and it goes to helping yung mga other Filipinos during these times. No, kasi we all need to work together to survive through this pandemic. Anyway, merong pahabol si Ate Udeng. This is a very good question. Ano pala ang contingency plan ng Union Bank kung abutan kami ng issuance date dahil sa backlog nila?
So right now po, yung backlog po yung pinaka-priority natin to make sure na we're able to verify everyone. But for sure po na we'll have an ability po for you to take part in the RTB24. The best plan po talaga is to download as soon as possible and have your accounts verified as soon as possible. And PDAX and Union Bank will do its very, very, very best to make sure na the verification goes through smoothly and quickly.
Yeah, at saka Nichelle, in case dun sa RTB 24, wala naman tayong ceiling, 'di ba? Na parang we'll stop offering this pag na-reach na natin tong amount na to. No, wala naman siyang ganon. So, I guess no what I'm thinking is pag nakita siguro ng PDAX, ng Union Bank and ng Bureau of Treasury na there's still a lot of people who wants to invest. I think it is possible na i-extend nila din yung deadline, no, kasi 'di ba a lot of people want to get in, so bakit mo naman sila tatanggihan? Or at the very least, they will announce na they'll launch another bond offering, 'di ba, as soon as possible if they decide na be strict with the issuance date. So again, I think walang talo if you download the app and have your account verified because again, iba pa rin yung prepared ka na, no? Handa ka na kumilos. So again, this is ano ba to? Pilot project, 'di ba? No, it's really the first time for our government embracing this kind of technology kasi in the past talaga ang hirap din mag-invest eh. One of the reasons why a lot of Filipinos don't invest is because it's hard, no? All through kailangan mo pa
Mm.
mag-leave sa opisina para lang pumunta sa opisina, etc. So at least ngayon possible na with the Bonds.ph app. And sabi mo nga your PDAX is working with more projects, no? And we'll be offering more types of investments. Siguro mga corporate bonds ba? Mag-o-offer na rin ba kayo soon?
So I think what's safe to say is in this day and age, uh, private companies or the government, everyone is trying to find a better way to sell securities. Um, Especially now we're all doing physical distancing. So a lot of the things that we're doing now is to help these companies raise financing at this time and make those investment products available. So yeah, so hopefully we're able to deliver these then for everyone.
All right. So again, I would like to thank everyone for attending ditong special live stream natin. And of course, if you don't have a PDAX account yet, you can sign up today. Just go to pdax.ph. So of course, this is an exchange where you can buy yung mga cryptocurrencies na popular, which is Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, no? And we have a special promo sa mga magsa-sign up sa PDAX and magka-cash in ng at least 1,000 pesos and use my referral code na FITZ, F-I-T-Z. So you will get a 30 pesos rebate. And if you want to explore yung making money in Bitcoin, I will also give you a free ebook about Bitcoin, no? So just have to inform me or email me na nag-sign up kayo and you use your my referral code so that I can email you the PDF ebook about Bitcoin. Ayan. So any final words, Nichelle, before we say goodbye?
Well, I just want to say thank you to you, Fitz, no, and to everyone na nakikinig ngayon. And I strongly urge everyone to buy the RTB 24 through the Bonds.ph app, or if not through your preferred bank, because this in these times, talaga, the country needs all of us to rally and support. And the best way for us to do that is in the safety of our homes. We lend our savings to the RTB 24.
All right. So thank you very much. Sorry. So thank you very much, Nichelle, no? And ito may pahabol na comment si J. Martin, no? I just checked po sa PS Bank, 5-year time deposit is 2.25% lang. 'Di ba? Mas mababa ang time deposit. And may tax din 'yan, no? May tax pa 'yan, yung 2.25%. So again, again, it depends on your financial goals. You have to decide for yourself kung alin ba ang makakatulong sa'yo na ma-reach yung financial goals mo. So there's no such thing as a best investment. There's only the best investment that will allow you to reach your financial goals. All right. So with that, I'd like to say goodbye sa mga nanonood sa atin. So see you again next week sa ating regular Usapang Pera live stream. So again, special shout out kay Ate Udeng na nagpadala ng 50 pesos na ayuda sa ating YouTube channel. Salamat sa iyong super chat na 50 pesos. So malaking bagay din 'yan para sa growth ng ating channel. And meron akong pangbayad sa mga virtual assistants ko na tumutulong sa akin na patakbuhin itong ating YouTube channel. Yan. Actually, meron akong graphic artist na gumagawa nitong mga graphics na nakikita ninyo, no? So yan. So thank you very much. Thank you, Nichel. And hopefully makabisita ka ulit sa atin dito sa ating channel, no? Magkwentuhan pa ulit tayo. So guys, kung meron kayong gustong i-discuss about cryptocurrencies siguro or in the future about kung meron mga bagong offerings yung bonds, then you can always send an email sa akin or leave a comment dito sa video na to. And then we can invite Nichel back sa ating live stream so that we have someone na sabihin na natin mas may authority, no, to talk about yung the app and the cryptocurrency market, no. So I guess with that, yun, magpapaalam na tayo. So thank you, Nichel. Thank you, everyone. And see you again next week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Yeah. So sige, I will end my live stream now and see you with I will end my live stream with the P-DEX video. So guys, you watch this so that you can learn more about P-DEX.